Smart locks have come a long way over the past few years. We've moved past the early days when a smart lock was just a keypad with Bluetooth, and we're now in an era where a single device can act as a lock, a doorbell, and even a camera system. Yufi has been one of the brands pushing that integration forward, and today we're looking at two of its latest offerings, the eufy Familock S3 and the eufy Familock S3 Max. Both promise advanced security, app integration, and convenience, but they aren't identical. The S3 Max builds on the standard S3 with some added features, and that raises the big question: which one is worth your money? Let's dive into the details, compare them side by side, and figure out which lock is the better buy for your home. At first glance, the Familock S3 and S3 Max look like siblings. Both have a modern brushed finish with a pin pad and a built-in camera on the exterior. Both locks are BHMA Grade 1 certified, meaning they're among the strongest consumer locks on the market and even suitable for commercial settings. This is a real plus if you're concerned about physical security, but the S3 Max takes things a step further inside. While the standard S3 has a fairly minimalist interior with a thumb latch, the S3 Max adds a built-in display screen. This screen lets you view a live feed of what's happening outside your door without picking up your phone. Think of it as a digital peephole, especially handy for kids, elderly family members, or anyone who doesn't want to fuss with an app. Both models use a mix of metal for the bolt and matte gray or brushed housing for the body. They feel sturdy, though the interior of the S3 Max is bigger than the S3 because of the added electronics. If you're looking for something sleek and low profile on the inside, the S3 is slightly less bulky. Both models feature palm vein recognition, a very advanced and forgery-proof technology that scans the unique vein pattern in your hand. Yufi claims 99.9% accuracy and recognition in 0.6 seconds. Just hold your palm over the sensor and the door unlocks. This is a standout feature because it's more private than a fingerprint and less susceptible to surface dirt. The pin pad is your backup for both models. It's capacitive, easy to press, and designed to hide smudges so others can't guess your code. Both locks support permanent, scheduled, and one-time codes. Great for guests, Airbnb hosts, or service people. Yufi also includes extras like a scramble passcode feature to prevent shoulder surfing, auto lock options, and a lockout mode after too many failed attempts. Where the S3 Max pulls ahead is with its rear display screen. You can mechanically lock or unlock from inside, but you also get a button to activate the screen, showing the live camera feed. This feels safer for families, letting you double-check who's at the door without opening it. The regular S3 lacks that built-in view, so you'd rely on your phone or a separate peephole. Both the S3 and S3 Max use Yufi's dual power supply system. You get a large rechargeable battery for everyday use, plus 4 AAA batteries as a backup. This is smarter than it sounds. If you forget to recharge the main battery or remove it for charging, the lock keeps running on the AAA backup for about a month. On paper, both come with a 15,000 mAh rechargeable battery rated for about 4 months of use, plus an extra month from the AAA backup. In real life, your mileage will depend on how often you use the camera or doorbell features. Still, having a true backup means you're much less likely to end up locked out or with a dead smart lock. This is where the two locks are most similar but also subtly different. Both feature a 2K HD camera with an f1.6 lens and a 150-degree head-to-toe wide-angle view. This setup essentially eliminates blind spots, so you can see faces and packages right at your doorstep. In daylight, footage on both the S3 and S3 Max looks sharp and detailed. Colors aren't super vivid, but HDR support keeps faces visible even with bright backlighting. This is about as good as you'll get from a built-in lock camera. At night, performance dips. Neither model has a built-in spotlight, so they rely on infrared night vision. That works. But you might notice the image looks a bit dim or uneven if there's no ambient light. Two-way audio is another area where both models are just okay. Visitors could hear clearly, but sometimes their voices are faint or delayed on the other end. Video starts quickly when motion is detected, but audio recording lags by about a second. If top-tier video and audio are your main priorities, a dedicated smart doorbell or security camera will still beat either of these locks. But as an all-in-one device, the quality is respectable. Both the S3 and S3 Max integrate into the Yufi security app for setup and notifications. You can view live video, get real-time alerts, and manage access codes from your phone. Both support Matter, Apple Home, Google Home, Alexa, and SmartThings for basic smart lock control. This is a big plus for future-proofing your smart home. However, note that camera streams are not currently supported via Matter. You'll still need the Yufi app for full video features. The S3 has one extra trick: PIR and radar dual sensors for smarter motion detection. This can cut down on false alerts by up to 95%, according to. It's a subtle but real advantage if you're in a high-traffic area and get a lot of notifications. The S3 Max doesn't highlight that feature as strongly, focusing instead on its interior display screen. If you want the most feature-rich, family-friendly version of Yufi's smart lock, especially if you have kids or older relatives who'll appreciate the rear display screen, the Familock S3 Max is the better pick. It combines everything in one package and makes it easy to check your front door without a phone. But if you're more about streamlined design, smarter motion detection, and saving some money, the Familock S3 still gives you nearly all the same core features: palm vein unlock, 2K video, Matter support, and dual power backup. You'll just need to rely on the Yufi app for live video instead of glancing at a screen inside. Which one sounds right for your home? The feature-packed S3 Max or the more streamlined S3? Let us know your thoughts below.